What's going on, guys? It's Scotty Hobbs. Happy Tuesday afternoon. Today was my day 30 of Quarter Force. I just barely had my beautiful wife, Gabby, take my after photos, so I'm excited to put those together tomorrow as we travel out to the Dominican Republic. But I want to talk to you guys about the first time that I really wanted to quit Team Beachbody Coaching. So I've had some conversations with a few of my leaders and some of my coaches, and I have told them, like, you know, I've always been all in with this. I'm never going to quit this thing. And I still say today, if you ask me, I could lose everything I ever have built with Team Beachbody, and I would still wake up tomorrow and work passionately at my purpose as a Team Beachbody coach. I would wake up, do my personal development, crush my workout, invite and talk to people, build relationships with people, and shout people out. That is where I'm at right now. That's where I will be and will continue to be. So I want you guys to understand that. But I want to talk to you guys about the time that I wanted to quit. You see, when you start something, you're excited about it. I see this happen too often. Something happens, it's called the law of familiarity, which means you are in love, you're passionate about something. You may have seen this with a new job, a new school career, a new relationship, a new friendship, and before long, it's gone. That's gone because you become familiar with it, so you have to work at being in love with something, okay? So, as I started my Team Beachbody journey, which was 6 years ago this month, that's why I'm talking about this a lot right now, I remember that that in love process, I was beginning to make an income. I was beginning to see people change their life, health and fitness wise. I was not really seeing my coaches and my team seeing any success yet. So this feeling of being in love started to wear off a little bit, where I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm struggling. It's hard. I'm making all these freaking sacrifices. Is it really worth it? Because I'm staying up late. I'm waking up early. I'm spending my lunch break, my 10-minute break in the morning, in every waking minute I can. I'm like running a fit club. I'm hosting Super Saturdays. I don't even know what all this is and how they really work, but I'm working hard. I'm passionate. I'm excited about it. I'm in love with it. So I continue to do it, but I begin to wear out. I begin to get tired. And so many of you guys I know are out there. Maybe you're a high school kid. Maybe your kid's in high school, and you're struggling with a class. You're having a hard time with class, or you're in college, and the class is hard, or the teacher is rough and tough, or you're into your brand new career, and it's exciting at the beginning, and you begin to get worn out and tired. And you feel like you want to quit, like you want to move on. And so many things, I believe people nowadays are getting to this point where we can't be patient enough to work through something and see an obstacle or a challenge as an opportunity for us to grow and increase our skills and expand our gifts. And so too many times where people are jumping ships from one job to the next, from one hobby to the next, and no one becomes great at anything. So I'll show you guys over here. I have a guitar. I'm good at playing guitar because I found that I was in love with playing the guitar, and I didn't love playing the violin. I didn't love playing the piano. I didn't love playing all these things. So instead of jumping from one thing to the next, when the guitar got hard, I kept going, kept trying, and you get better with time. So I want you guys to understand that. Are you falling out of love because you're not working on being in love with what you're doing in your job, your career, your schooling, or as a Team Beachbody coach? So I had to come to this place in my journey, like, where I was falling out of love with the process, because my enthusiasm as I started was to run challenge groups, to see people get results, to read good books, to listen to good audios, to teach people what I was learning and talk to them about that. That's what I love. And then I got into all the numbers and pushing and that. And I'm all for setting goals and pushing, because that's what we base all of our success long term on, is setting and writing down goals. But that was not what I was in love with. It was important to do, but I needed to work in the areas of my gifts. So it's important that you stay in love by working in that area. But I came to this point in my journey where I want you guys to understand I was successful as a Beachbody coach. I was hitting Success Club 10 every single month. I was running challenge groups. People were starting to lose weight. On the other hand, none of my coaches were really seeing much success at all with their business. They were seeing small successes, small incomes, but nobody was doing it at the level that I was. And I began to get worn out and tired and exhausted. And I remember specifically this day, I was at my job where I used to work, and I was on my 10-minute break, and I was tired. I'd slept like 3 hours that night. I woke up, I got there, one of my coaches had canceled and postponed their Shakeology, and a rank had dropped, and I was just like crushed in that moment. I was like, all this work, is this ever going to truly be worth it? I see all these people doing this, and like I'm not I can hit successful, but I'm not really getting this. And I was tired and I was exhausted. And I remember I called my mentor that day. And I didn't call to complain. I called to say, hey, I need some help. Like, I'm working super hard and I'm pushing forward and something is not working. Like, something is holding me back. And so that day, I remember specifically walking. I remember having my hoodie on and I was walking outside. I worked at a steel factory in a big steel building. I used to walk around and talk on the phone on my breaks with prospects and with my coaches. And this day was specifically with one of my mentors. And I remember just talking through like how I felt, and I was tired and I was exhausted, and I was doing the work and learning and growing. And I just remember, she said, Scotty, and she was walking me through this. She says, does it feel like, what does it feel like? And I just remember I said, I feel like I'm drowning. I feel like I'm just like drowning, like as if I had this weight in this. It's just hard to explain. It's just, I feel like stuck and drowning and I can't breathe. And I just remember her saying, like, I want you to picture this. And she had me close my eyes. And I remember walking out next to the fence. And guys, I was in tears this day. And I work in a factory with a bunch of men, right? And I remember putting my hat on and I was in tears. And I didn't want to make sure nobody could see me out there. And I remember she said, I want you to picture like you're sinking in this water. You feel like you're drowning. You're sinking. And I remember visualizing this. She says, you see the water, you see yourself drop below the surface of the water, and you look up, and you see the ripples, and you see the light coming through. And you reach your hand up, and you see yourself dropping lower and lower and lower and deeper deeper into the water. And you're looking up, and I remember she was doing that, and I was thinking about this. She's like, how do you feel? And I said, I can't breathe. This is hard. And I remember, I can picture it today still sinking down into this water. It's getting darker and darker and darker. And she said, is this how you feel with your Team Beachbody business, with building this business that you're building? Is that the feeling that you're trying to explain to me? And I was like, yes, that's how I feel. And she said, okay, I want you to look up again. You can barely see the light coming through and reflecting down through the water. I want you to stretch your hand up as far as you can. And I'm visualizing this, guys. And she says, as you're looking up, you see this hand burst through the water and a ripple spreads across. And this hand reaches down. She said, I want you to grab onto that hand. And that moment, I remember in the parking lot, in tears, I reached up with both hands and I grabbed onto that hand. And she said, now imagine that hand pulls you out of the water. And you take your first breath as you come out into the sunlight and you can take oxygen into your lungs. Like, how does that feel? And I was like, I can breathe. I'm alive. And I remember her saying, Scotty, that hand is Team Beachbody. You need to grab onto that hand and you need to never let go. And it was that day that I grabbed onto that hand and I decided I am never letting go of that hand. This thing called Team Beachbody that is going to save my life. So if I tell you guys I've never thought about quitting before, I never thought I'm going to send in my cancellation. I'm going to stop doing this, because that's never the case. But there were moments when I wanted to just back off and do this just as a hobby and settle with the mediocre life I had doing something that I wasn't passionate about and just have this little hobby thing on the side. But I'm so grateful for someone that day, because guess what would have happened? If I would have talked to my friends at work or just my normal friends from my baseball team, they would have said, Scotty, yeah, dude, not many people can make that thing happen. Don't worry about it. Just do it for fun. You know, you have a great job anyway. But that mentor told me to hold on and to keep pushing. And so my challenge to you guys is you need to grab onto and find those people in your life. They're going to challenge you to never quit. Because the only difference between you and me right now is that I've decided that I will never quit, and I will hold on to that thing, and I will take every obstacle that comes into my life, like that moment of pain, to create a story that I can use to empower myself and empower other people around me. So I love you guys. I want the best for you. I don't come on this video every day because I want likes, because I want subscribers, and because I want comments. I come on this video because there's someone out there, like I see a few of you guys. I see Arnando on there. I see Heather on there. There's people out there I know that feel like I felt when I was drowning that day. And this video is to give you that hope that you have something that can absolutely change your life. Now, if this helps you guys in some way today, please share this message with someone. Call someone, lift them up, write somebody a message, lift them up, share this video with them, lift them up, and let them know that there's hope and that you love them and you believe in them. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you guys from the Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic at the Hard Rock Hotel. I'm excited to be around people that are going to lift me up and challenge me to become a better person. See you guys later.